What is up, guys? Don's here back for another video. We at work with it. We got a couple of side jobs, little side work to do. This one right here I have for one of the other guys here at work. One of the porters. He's a porter here, so we just changed some differential fluid for him, the front and the rear differential for him. We were gonna do brakes, but unfortunately, he didn't know that you couldn't turn drill to slotted rotors. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do the differential fluid changes, and then yeah. So right now I'm doing the front differential change. Right now I'm draining the fluid. It actually looks like all of it's out now, so we're gonna fill it up, and then do the same thing to the rear one. So for this one in specific, this is a Nissan Pathfinder. It takes a size 10 Allen or hex, whatever you want to call it, size 10 with your choice of ratchet size. But that, and then we got my buddy Samir Silverado. We're going to be doing a drive or passenger side outer tie rod, the front two brake lines, and a coolant flush, and possibly the brake master cylinder, maybe, possibly, but probably don't need it. We're gonna start with the lines first and see what it does. But I think just for tonight, as far as that my buddy's truck goes, I think we're just gonna do. I'm just gonna do the outer tie rod. Depends on how I feel. The outer tie rod and the coolant flush here, and then I mean the brake that. I mean I could do the brake lines here, but I don't really have somebody I can get to press on the brakes for me to bleed them. But yeah, or I could probably do it with the machine, but we'll see. Yes, this camera quality is brought to you by the iPhone 12. So shout out to the iPhone 12 for this video quality. Oh yeah. All right, guys, so we're back. You guys remember the famous headlight, right? Yeah. Hell yeah. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? But yeah. Now I'm about to fill the front differential with fluid now. So I guess you guys gonna watch me. Why the freak not, right? We're doing work. We're making a video, so we're doing work. But yeah, let me position you guys better that way so you can see. We have a drum here. This is 7590. This is usually what most cars, most SUVs, and what differentials should use. So we have one at work. So I'm just gonna easily fill that up, and then we're gonna move to the rear. Alright, I guess for those who don't know, when you fill it with differential fluid, like it's doing now, when you fill it, you're supposed to let it drain like that. Until you get like a trickle, slow movement, slow steady stream coming down. Probably like it is now, and then you want to cap it off. So that's what I'm about to go do right now. Alright, now we're gonna hit it with a little brake clean just to clean up after ourselves. So yeah, now we're at the back differential. Same size as far as the drain and the fill plug goes. So I already cracked them, so we're just gonna loosen. We're just gonna take them all the way out here. Make sure you get your drip pan and drain pan ready. Oh, look at that. That's disgusting. That's dirty. And we're just gonna open this all the way, that way so it flow faster, but it's already flowing fast. But yeah, that way the air can go in and then it'll move much faster and freely as far as draining it. So yeah, just gonna let that drain. And then do the same thing as we did to the front diff. Let that drain, tighten the drain plug, then we're gonna fill it up there, of course. Fill it up, tighten the fill plug, of course, and then we're gonna clean up after ourselves with some brake clean. But you guys see how dirty that was? Let's see. Ooh. Let's look at the drain. The drain bolt has a magnet on it, and look at that. Oh man. So yeah, this thing needed a change. I'm surprised the rear differential isn't making noise. Because with these chunks and shavings, well, they're not big chunks, but oh man, never mind. Oh gosh, yes there is. Oh man, look at that. That's metal. That's metal that really came off of that thing. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a bit concerning right there. Definitely probably should let them know. Yeah, big time. Definitely gonna let them know. That's a little concerning. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up. A little brake clean. Get a rag, clean it up, brake clean. And let that finish draining out. Alright guys, well, there you have it. Car's down on the ground. Front differential fluid change, rear differential fluid change. I filled up the tires. I filled up all tires, even the spare tire with air, because all of them were low. Courtesy. That's just a courtesy of me. Somewhat like I had to, but I didn't have to, but it was a courtesy of me, so why not? Whatever. But yeah, that's it. Time to move on to the next one. Alright guys, what's up? We're back. Now, as you can see, we got my boy Samir's truck, Silverado here. So, correction, there's two outer tire rods, so both sides, driver's side and passenger side. There's the front brake lines, driver's side and passenger side, again, obviously. Dry belt, and then the coolant flush as well. So, well guys, I think, it's 6:30 now. I'm gonna start with the outer tire rods and the coolant flush. Well, yeah. I'm gonna start with the outer tie rods, and while I'm doing the outer tie rods, I'm gonna let the coolant drain. And then once I'm done with the outer tie rods, by that time, hopefully the coolant is done draining too, and then I'll start with the brake lines. We're just gonna try to knock it all out tonight. I mean, I'm not gonna stay that late. I'm looking to stay probably about another hour, so 7:30 at the latest. I'm looking to stay, but we'll see. Sorry guys, with the music playing, we got some work to do, but let's get it. Long story short, we're gonna try to do everything tonight within an hour, so let's get it. So yeah, now that I got some quiet time, like I said, correction, so there's two outer tie rods, both sides. But the driver's side seems fine, so maybe I'll just replace the passenger side for now. The driver's side one seems fine, and I'll let them know. Because there's no point in doing that one. I mean, that one feels fine for one, that one feels fine, and it looked like it's sort of new as well, so I don't really want to replace it if it's still good, and then obviously you can keep it. The new one obviously has a spare. So yeah, we're gonna do the passenger side, the coolant flush. I was gonna let it drain while I was doing the tie rod, but it doesn't look like it doesn't drain for the radiator unless I'm tripping. But yeah, so I'm gonna just, if anything, I'll just suck it all out the reservoir. I'm gonna do it that way. What else? Brake lines. We're gonna do the brake lines too. Flush the brake system. Start with that. But yeah, so let's get to it. Here we are, passenger side tie rod. Well, let me see. Let me get the tool out that way so you guys can see this. Okay, tool is off now. Let me see. Let me get it to do it. Well, I took the nut off, but this tie rod has a lot of play, believe it or not. I don't know how well you guys seen it move. It did move some, but not a lot. Tie rod ends are normal to have a little play, but this one has quite a bit of play. So, yeah, to do the tie rod end, take the nut off. It was a 17 nut. Don't know if it was OEM or not, because these do look aftermarket for one, and then they have a bleeder on top as well. So, kind of shows signs of an aftermarket tie rod. So yeah, 17 nut. That was what was on this aftermarket one. Luckily I have a tie rod puller, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Spin this up and just want to punch that out. But before we do that, we gotta crack this, and I don't know what size it is. It looks like, I want to say a 19. So let's try a size 19, shall we? No, it's not. Okay. Let's try a 22. You went up 3 sizes right there. That's big. Oh, we have a lucky winner, 22. All right, let me get this off. Just gonna move that. We just gotta crack that nut, crack that locking nut. Now we can pull it. Now we can pull it out. We're gonna use our 3/8 ratchet, and for 6 of it, let me see. No, I'm not gonna put an adapter to it. I'm not gonna put an extension on it. But yeah, let's get this out. And the point of us loosening that lock nut is so we can get the tie rod end off. Now, when I take the tie rod end off, I'm gonna count the threads. That way, so I'll have a sort of like a toe-to-toe alignment with with the driver's side, and that's sort of how the alignment is right now. So, I mean, I'm gonna align the truck, so that's won't really matter, but it does at the same time. So I counted about 22 and a quarter. So I'm just gonna go based off that. These boxes don't say which is which for the side, so I mean they're the same exact thing, same exact part number, I believe. If I look at it, yeah, they're both the same part numbers. Parts from Rock Auto. So we got the new tie rod in here with the new nut. Let's see if it's a 17 still. Sometimes the aftermarket be going crazy, and look at that, it's not. I'm gonna guess and say, let's step up to an 18. Let's see. Not an 18. 19. There you go. Size 19. Good to know. And then what else did we get in this package? We got a new cotter pin and a bleeder valve, because aftermarket ones, you have to put grease in them. Let's hope someone had it. Let's hope I find a grease gun, because I don't have it. Grease gun. So now we're good to go. So now that we know that, I'm gonna put this bleeder. I'm gonna put the bleeder screw on. This little bleeder screw. The camera can't really be here that long, so I'm gonna try to hurry this up. Tie rod end is in, nut is on. I'm gonna put the new cotter pin in, then we're gonna grease it up. Yeah, I wish we really seen the play in the other one, because this one has very little, and I mean the slightest bit, like I said before, they're supposed to have a little bit of play, but yeah, this one doesn't at all. good. Put some in the other one. The boot is like it's ripped. Well, I think we kind of have to go in the road. Yeah, we kind of have to really go, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I'm gonna do the drive belt. The tie rod is done. I'm gonna do the drive belt, and I'm gonna do the alignment. That's what I'm more worried about doing right now. Well, the drive belt I can really do at home as well. So, but I really do want to get that alignment done, because when I drove it, when I'm driving it today, it was really like this. So, I mean, we'll see. I'll probably do the drive belt real quick and then do the alignment. So, yeah, we're gonna do the brake lines another day. And then the coolant. We might do the coolant another day as well, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do the drive belt, alignment, and then we're done. Brake lines I can do at the house, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, let's get it. All right, guys. So now, like I said, we're gonna do the drive belt right now. Looking a little crusty. Routing seems simple, so tension is right here. We're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna do the tensioner, take the belt off. Yes, to access that, we gotta take this panel off. It's 3 clips, or 4 clips, sorry, and then a couple of screws holding it up. And then we have a nice little hive right here. Yikes. Don't know if I should clear that for him or let it be. What do you guys think? But yeah, we're gonna start with this tensioner right now. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say this tensioner is probably like a size 15. So like I said, size 15. We're good. You see the tension letting loose on the belt. So now that's slack. It's now slack. Now it's not. Now we have slack. So I'm gonna get the belt off. So let's see, before we do it. Alternator. Come around this pulley that. Go around the tensioner, come on this pulley, go around the tensioner, then go around the crank. Comes up around the water pump pulley, go down into the power steering. Seems pretty simple, and this belt is dry rotted like crazy. Don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's dry rotted. You can see it right here, cracks, dry rot like crazy. So yeah, good thing we're doing this belt. But yeah, let's get it. All right, guys. So drive belt is in, or serpentine belt, whatever you want to call it. That's in. Brand new belt is in, as you guys can see. But no tears, no nothing in this one. Brand new. Old one is right there. So yeah, we got that. I think so. Now I believe I'm gonna do the coolant flush right now, and then try to do the alignment. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so now we're flushing the coolant. The way I'm doing it is that I have the truck running, and then as you can see, I have the machine hooked up to it, and while it's running, while it's getting hot, the machine is sucking all the old coolant out of the reservoir, hopefully out of, throughout the engine and the radiator. And then I'm just gonna manually, without the machine, I'm gonna manually put the new coolant, through the reservoir and bleed it that way. So fingers crossed. We're basically we're trying to knock everything out tonight trying to knock as much as possible out tonight. So with the coolant flush being done right now, I still want to do the alignment and like I said, the brake lines. And obviously got to breathe the brakes, but I'm gonna do that at home, probably tomorrow or Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna let the coolant do its thing, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So we got the coolant flush. Gonna be flushing the coolant out, flush the old coolant out. I'm sorry, I'm just freaking. Sorry, I'm speaking low. So we got the old coolant out. Now we got the fresh new coolant in for my Chevy boys and girls out there. This is the same coolant that I put in my Silverado, my C10 as well. So yeah, Prestone, some Prestone, good old antifreeze coolant, Dex cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, basically we just bleeding the cooling system right now. Obviously the fans kick on. Want to make sure the thermostat opens. Want to make sure we're getting heat, and then once that's all done, then we can move to the alignment rack. Knock this front end out. Can't speak tonight. Knock this front end alignment out real quick. So let's get it. I'm gonna pick back up when this is pretty much done bleeding. As long as we got heat and everything like that. So I'm gonna pick it up then. So what is up, guys? Sorry. What is up, guys? So the video, I didn't end it with a proper intro, or sorry, I didn't end it with a proper outro. So this is the outro for it, and unfortunately the truck needs an inner tie rod on the driver's side, so I ended up not doing an alignment for that reason. But just know that the coolant flush went well, and the heat is heating, and everything else went well. Drive went well. The truck drove great-ish. It drove fine. It drove okay for the purpose that it needs, for it to be a work truck. So it's fine. It's great. Yeah, this is part one. Part two is coming really soon. I might just put it out before the weekend is out as well. So by the time you guys will be seeing this video today, Friday the 13th. Yeah. So, excuse me. With that being said, part two will be out probably maybe before the weekend is out, and maybe I'll squeeze in a little extra. Something going on as well. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the two side job video. Like I said, part two coming real soon, so you'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we got some amazing things to come. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek in the next video too, of what's to come next week video. So yeah, be on the lookout. But like with that being said, see you guys in the next one. Peace.